Look at that. Ooh, that's getting glowing. Wow. What's up, y'all? I'm Tab and you're officially in the lab. Today I will be doing a colorful glam. I haven't done one of those in a very long time, so we're going to be playing with some colors. As you can see, I already have on my yellow today, so we're going to incorporate some yellow, some gold, and some other colors. I'll be using the Warriors palette from Juvia's Place. It has a lot of pretty bright colors in there. I'm going to start with my brows. I will be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. This is in the shade Chocolate. But first, let's go ahead and prep our skin. So I'll be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. It gives your skin a glow. And I kind of want my makeup to be a little glowy today. I don't want it so much my typical matte. But while I'm doing my makeup, let's catch up. So I finally got everything situated in the studio. I have started accepting clients. Once again, I am located in Savannah, Georgia. And yes, we are definitely taking clients over here and working on some things. And you guys will find out about it very soon. I just wanted to sit down and do my makeup today because I feel like it has been a long time since I've just done my makeup. And like, I don't know, I have been busy. So when you're busy, you don't have time to just sit down and do a full face of makeup. Like, you just want a quick glam so you can get out the door. But I was like, let's do a glam today. I won't be using a primer because I'm using my Milk. This is the Grip Gel Tint. So it has like a built-in primer in it. I've already prepped my lips. I have on the House Labs lip oil just to give me some moisture and stuff so I can make sure that my lips are not dry. So I'm gonna be filling in my brows today. And like I said, this is one of my favorite brow pencils. It just gets the job done. There's a very thin tip on it. When you get your brows started, your makeup is just so, well, your brows at least is so much easier to do because you already like have a shape to follow. I like them a little darker on the ends, like that. Just following the natural shape of your brows. So now I'm going to use some concealer to clean these up. I'll be using my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This is the shade 51H Deep Honey. I always like to use like a little flat brush when I'm cleaning up my brows. It just makes it easier and more precise. So I'm going to put any of that excess concealer on my actual eyelid so I can cancel out any redness or anything I may have on my it cancels out any discoloration that I have on my eyelid. Now these are some of my favorite makeup brushes. They're from Real Techniques. I absolutely love these brushes. Once again, blending out any of that concealer. So I'm done with the bottom of my brows, so let's go ahead and do our eyeshadow. Juvia's Place. Anytime Juvia's come out, you got to know we're going to be doing a colorful glam because their palettes are amazing. All right, guys, so first I'm going to start out with this orange color right here. And I'm gonna use like a fluffy brush. I don't want, you know, a lot of fallout. So I'm dusting off any excess. Now I'm gonna go with this color in my crease. Now you need to understand, when it comes to doing makeup, the key to doing makeup, or the concept of doing makeup, is to blend. You have to blend. If you don't blend, you're not going to get the look that you're going for. So it's important. And I'm using like kind of circular motions. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one eye completely, and then I'm gonna step to the other side. So now I'm gonna go in with another brush, and I'm gonna go in with a little darker. This is like a berry, kind of like a plum color that I'm using right here. I'm gonna use that like below that color. And I'm gonna be very precise with this, with my placement, because I want it to be a noticeable transition between the colors. Like, you have to blend. Okay, so now I'm gonna use another brush, and this is where I'm gonna pick up the different colors. So it's a blue in here, it's a purple in here. I think I'm gonna do, oh, I think I'm gonna do the sunset. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a sunset. Yeah, so we're gonna do purple here in the corners. We want it. So now I'm gonna go in with that flat brush, and I'm gonna pick up my yellow. My yellow, of course, is going to be front and center. Kind of working that into the purple. Ooh, cute, cute. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in and deepen up some things. Now remember, I used that plum color in the crease here. And then make sure that color is popping as well. Going back into that yellow. Yeah, it's a process when you're doing like colorful glams. You have to play. And when I want to play, I'm gonna do a colorful glam. Okay, so going to my OG. Born This Way. As you can see, baby, the gold has been through it. Like, I love gold. That's just my thing. So now I'm gonna put gold in my crease. I mean my corners. This is what gives that natural light to your eyes. So just like that. Ooh, pretty. So you're going in the very corners, like that. And make sure you blend. I'm gonna do this other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got the eyes done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some concealer under my eyes so that can sit while I do everything else. This is the gel tint that I was telling you guys about. Absolutely amazing. Oh, get some around the areas are concealed. Once again, Rotate Meets brushes. This is the number 401. You see that meltdown. I know you see that meltdown. Like, what? What? Just going around all the areas that are concealed. Because you want to let your concealer stay longer so it can dry down. And when it dries down, it becomes more full coverage. And of course, always bring that product down. You don't want your neck and your face a different color. We want them to blend in seamlessly. Going up here. And this is the point that I clean up my brows. Using that same concealer brush, I use the foundation shade on the top. And of course, it still has some of that concealer in there. So it mixes perfectly. Same thing on this side. So I'm gonna use my small brush, the one that I had used to blend in that concealer. I'm gonna use that to blend this out. First, I'm gonna go in with a liquid blush. Now I'll be using the blush one. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, I had this for a minute, baby. The number is going off. But I'm gonna use that. Like I said, guys, I'm going for a glowy look today because my eyes are giving glowy. I'm gonna use this brush to blend out my blush. This brush to blend out my blush. That's a tongue twister. And I kind of want my eyeshadow and my blush to meet. Now this is going to be like my underglow because it is like a highlighter and a blush. So I'm using this as like my underglow. So concealer has stopped long enough, so let's go ahead and blend it out. I'll be using this brush to blend everything out. I'm gonna go on my forehead first. I like to do my eyes last. I like to make sure that they are as full coverage as they can possibly be. Down my nose. So now we're gonna go on my upper lip. If you haven't noticed it or not, blending is the trick to the game. You have to blend, sis. Okay, this is what we got under eye. Looking up, I'm going to start from the bottom first and work my way up to the top. And notice I'm using like tapping motions. Do you see how seamless that under eye looks? Just like that. Ooh. Yes, baby. With the blushes on, now let's do a little contour. For my contour, I'll be using the Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Tranquil. So I'm going here, right where my ear is. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna put a little on my forehead. I'm gonna put some line on my forehead because, baby, I got a forehead now. Like that. And now I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose. Just like that. So now I'm gonna use a small brush to blend out my contour. Starting with the cheeks first. You always wanna blend upward, never downward, because you don't want it to look weird. You're supposed to have like a sculpted look going on, you know? Same thing on this side. I'm blending upward, blend, 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 blend. Just like that. Ooh, ooh, you see it. You see it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay, blend out this forehead. And don't worry, like if you see like little lines and stuff, don't worry. We're gonna touch all it up. Everything should blend seamlessly. I love this contour. Like some contours are very harsh, but I really, really like this one. So let's blend out that nose. Now when you blend out your nose, you want to blend that contour into your actual eyebrow. That's what kind of blends all of that together. Same thing on this side. Blending it up into the eyebrow. Just like that. Oh, cute, cute. Don't forget to set your under eyes. You could possibly have some creasing under there because I've let it sit for a while. But you want to go back under. I'm just using the disposable just to make sure there's no little fine lines I'm about to set under here. Okay, so now I use that sponge. I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Never going like this. You always want to blend that thing out. Now I'm going to put this everywhere I concealed. under my eye, pressing it in. Just like that. Oh, yes, girl. Yes. Okay, chin. Yep. We're gonna do bridge of nose. And we're gonna do forehead. Anywhere where you sweat like a lot or you get like really oily, that's where you really want to put that powder, because that powder is going to make sure that, you know, it stays in check. Okay, this is what I got right now. She looking good as heck, you know what I'm saying? Since I'm going with the tropical vibe, I'm going to use my NARS. I'm going to go in with a mixture of colors to really make it pop. So I'm gonna place my blush. Same thing on the other side. And you wanna go under your eye a little bit, but you don't want it like too crazy. Just like that. And now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer just to deepen up my contour a little bit. This is the Rare Beauty bronzer. This is called Sunny Spirits. Just to make sure my contour is blended. All right, so now let's do a lip combo. I'll be using Coin Collector from One Size. I'm gonna go in with my multi-stick. This is a blush stick, but I use it for a lipper because it's just so pretty. She too cute. Like, do not play with her. She too cute. Now, I do want my pink a little bit more deep, so I'm gonna go in with, well, I think I'm gonna use this berry shade that I used on my eyes earlier, so it'll give it a deeper look. Makeup is versatile, ladies. Never forget that. I'm using my Fenty Treats. This is Barbados Cherry, I want to say. Yeah. So I'm just going to use this as a topper. Just like that. Oh, cute, cute. Love it. Okay, I'm going to spray with my all-nighter glowy spray just to melt any of those powders. Woo! If anybody tell you eyeliner doesn't make a difference, do not believe them. Eyeliner makes a huge difference. So now, I don't want to do a crazy lash. I'm just going to do mascara today. Can you believe that? Has had me in the chokehold. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Foreplay. This is the eyelash primer, and this is the Better Than Sex mascara. For a long time, I hated on this mascara. I'm not gonna even lie to you because I felt like it was so thick. But once you learn how to use that thing, and using this primer definitely makes a huge difference. So just watch. I'm not gonna say anything. Just watch. Now that I've done the primer, let's go with the actual mascara. Do you see that? Do you see my... So yeah, your girl didn't have to use falsies today. I created my own falsies. All right, guys, this is the finished look. Turned out absolutely amazing. Now I'm gonna finish off this look with my One Size Until Dawn setting spray. This is my ride or die. This is my go-to. Now, just for final touches, I just go in with my actual foundation brush while it still has a little bit of that product on there, and I just blend everything out. Make sure nothing is looking too harsh. And this is a step that a lot of people will miss. Like, baby, you gotta get in there. You gotta get in there. Like those fine little lines. Ooh, that's getting glowing. Wow. Yeah. I told you we're gonna have some fun today, right? I told you we was gonna create some looks today. We're getting in our colorful bag era. Love my soft glam down, but baby, sometimes we gotta do something a little extra. I love to express myself through my art, and I love to create magic with these brushes. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to have many more videos just like this one where we're playing with colors. We're bringing color, we're bringing fun back into makeup. That is my goal, and that's what I plan to achieve. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications so you won't miss a beat, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.